So I was gonna try to do this myself, but sometimes it's better just to pay somebody and go ahead and get the work done. Um, so this is the 996, as you can see, and we've got some parts for it. Just to refresh it, it is a 2002 911 996. I've got a new gasket and filter um, for the transmission filter. I've got new diff fluid as well as transmission fluid, and I've also got back here in this box a common failure point on 996s are these spark plugs tubes. So I've also got those, so we're going to try to change all this out and refresh the car a little bit. I've got a local independent mechanic that can do this work a lot cheaper than Porsche can. Otherwise the same work on at the dealership would cost thousands of dollars, but we're able to do this for much better price, and we got new OEM Bosch spark plugs, so this should make for a good refresh on the car. Right now the car drives okay. It's got a little bit of a leak from those spark plug tubes, and I'm hoping that this will rectify the situation and get this car running tip-top shape. We'll show you guys on the other end when it's all done and clean from underneath. So keep on going on the 996 project. Thanks for watching. So gonna work on the Porsche. This one should be called Project. Let's see where it's made. Does it even say on there? Not really. So Project Germany, #1. We've done some parts of it. There's a new issue that's come up. Whenever you accelerate the car in the corners, going around a fast corner, doing 30-40 miles an hour, it makes a grinding noise coming from back here. So we're going to put the car on the ramp, look underneath, see if we see something that may be causing it. Maybe it's a mount or something with a diff. We'll see you underneath. So one of the reasons I got underneath it just to look around, and look what I noticed here. Sorry for the close-up, but right by the exhaust on the passenger side, I hadn't really gotten underneath this vehicle before, so there's just a rock stuck in between. So when the exhaust is moving, or that could be a part of the reason noise that I've been hearing. Just getting to look underneath the car. The tires are not in bad shape. Here's the inside of the wheel. The tie rods and bushes don't look bad. So what we're going to do is try to unlodge this rock by getting it into the corner. And mind you, I turned the car on for 2 seconds and it is hot. All the exhaust is already hot, and this thing is moving a little bit. So we're gonna push it, and then we're gonna try to get it to land on my head basically and fuck shit up in my eyes. So got the rock out of there. It only took 2 seconds. That's one. I had the spark plugs replaced, but I'm noticing that I don't know what they did, but there's some seepage here on this side of the passenger side of the engine, going through. Nothing underneath the engine, nothing around the filter, and on this side it's kind of the same story. There's a lot of dried, I don't know whether there's an old leak. I don't see as much on this side that's new. All this seems to be dried dirt and oil from an old leak somewhere. That O2 sensor appears to be new. The exhaust is OEM. Nobody's messed with this car. It's been pretty steady. That's the thing about these 996s, since they don't have a cover on the back. There's always rocks and debris that can get up here and get caught, and that you have to remove. The other thing I wanted to look at for that sound is the diff. Sorry, I know I'm moving all over the place, but there's not a whole lot of room. I've got jack stands only. Just looking underneath this exhaust. And this tire's worn out a little bit more. Let me go further and then I'll start the video again. The back end looks good. No hoses that I'm seeing a lot of dried or new leaks or anything like that. The tie rods and the bushings look decent, in decent shape. But over there underneath, it's got a Tiptronic transmission, and I had them do we changed out the fluid and the filter in the transmission. And let's see if we can look at the transmission mount and figure out if that seems to be a little bit of a problem. So that was a fail. Tried to get underneath it. Honestly, I really don't understand how people work on this damn car without a lift. Half the car's transmission comes up all the way into here. So unless you get it on 4 jack stands and then get underneath the car, and then even then it's going to be horrible. So we're going to try to we'll find a lift. So that part was a fail. We did get the rock out. People are saying that it may be the transmission mount or the diff. We just had the diff fluid looked. We'll go from there. Thanks for watching.